Welcome to my home. The first thing I guess I will tell you about is the work that we did to the floor. It was very squeaky, and I wanted a floor that was soundproof so that I wouldn't be disturbing my neighbors, as well as the walls that were soundproofed so that I could play music, blast films, parties, what have you, and not disturb anyone. So we took up the old floor, leveled it out so that the entire floor is flush. There are no thresholds. I wanted to salute the architecture of the building and the apartment, but yet make it more livable. That started with raising all the doorways. We have a 10-foot ceiling. I wanted to get the feeling of a loft. And here, again, it was a small doorway. We completely broke it open, built in all the cabinetry. So what you see, everything is kind of integrated. And we go into an amazing view of Alcatraz and the bay, the North Bay of San Francisco. So once we sorted out the floor, the other thing that I knew I wanted to do was open up this living room, dining room. And we've got a 60-foot room here, which is phenomenal. And I took out the fireplace, replaced it with a flat screen and surround sound. So this is a great room. It hosts backgammon nights and film nights and fundraisers, and it's always been a great room to be in. So this wall and doorway were here, but the door was quite different. As I said, it was a very short door. I used the pattern of the windows and the transoms above and replicated that on all the interior doors. This room is a library, a cozy corner. We've got a spot where guests can sleep. These are mattresses, even though they're upholstered in velvet. We have pretty much very kind of cozy, intimate space here. So when I bought this apartment, there was this column here. It was quite large, covered in plaster with crown moldings and baseboards, and it was completely blocking the view of the bay and Alcatraz. So we stripped it down. We saw the framing that was here, and you can see the silver spots, the shiny silver spots. Those are the old fasteners that were holding the framing together to make this a door and windows. So we took it out, we smoothed it out, didn't touch it. The structural engineer said it was fine to leave it this way, and we have a concrete column in the apartment. I knew I wanted these shelves. I've seen the furniture designs and the architecture of Zaha Hadid, and I'm an enormous fan of her work. So these are her shelves from a collection that she did of a library. In the dining room, or the dining area, we have her glacier table, which is an acrylic table, and it fills this space. I can get 14 people around this for dinner. I knew that I wanted this table, but I was concerned about the size, so I asked the gallery to send me a template. So they sent me a template. The contractor said, yes, no problem, it'll fit. Well, when the table came, the legs weren't exactly in the same place. So in fact, we ended up having to crane it in. This painting by an artist named Chantal Joss, it's painted on aluminum, so it can't roll it up and bring it in. You have to bring it in by crane through the window. Many of the things in the apartment came in that way as well. Over here, we have a painting by Ugo Rondinoni, who's the artist that did the Seven Magic Mountains, the stone installation in the desert outside of Las Vegas. Some years later, I bought this piece, which I didn't buy them together, but this was by John Giorno, who they were partners in life. So I enjoy the idea of hanging them together. I think it's like quite poetic. I wanted the kitchen to flow openly. So I ended up with the long kind of help yourself bar counter service that I wanted. It's a beautiful Korean counter with an integrated sink, and usually for entertaining, I fill it up with ice and put all the bottles in here. And then on this counter, we have buffet, and all of the food lives on this counter. Behind this shiny, beautiful, glossy white wall, we have integrated all of the things that you need in life. starting with a coffee station. Help yourself for coffee and espresso. We also have the full-size Miele refrigerator and 2 Miele ovens behind these doors. So it opens to be your functioning kitchen while still offering to-the-ceiling storage. This is a piece by an artist named Olivier Milagou, and this piece is neon tubing, but the tubes are filled with toaster wire. So when you turn it on, you can start to feel it get hot, and eventually it will glow red. We turn this into the equivalent of a butler's pantry, but I'm calling it the catering kitchen. We did this to separate it so that the burners are back there, a second dishwasher, larger dishwasher is back there. And when I have a party, people don't even know what the chefs and caterers are doing back there. So we had this kitchen fabricated, unlike the rest of the cabinetry, which is polyform. We had this made by a local restaurant kitchen fabricator. And so it's stainless steel. It's a nice contrast with the black and white cabinetry in the main kitchen. So the main door to the master suite was located here because we took 2 bedrooms and created a master suite with those 2 bedrooms. 1 sleeping room, 1 dressing room, 2 full bathrooms. This is a piece by a group called Druge, and the work is called 30 Days of the News. The artist took a newspaper every day for a month, no matter where he was, and chose 1 headline story that he printed and embroidered. There's all kinds of interesting tidbits here from March 2010. And when I saw this piece, it kind of spoke to me in a way that I had to have it. So this is the master's bedroom, sleeping room. And I think it's a pretty great example of how you can use these old spaces. This is a 1926 building. And in this room, you have a combination of 100-year-old antiques and contemporary art as furniture. So here we have a master bathroom, which did not exist when I bought the apartment. As I said, this was a walkthrough to the kitchen, but it has this gorgeous bay window, which wanted, in my mind, to have a tub in it. The bathtub actually is an antique tub. I went up to find it from a dealer. But the ball and claw feet on this tub, you don't find in new tubs. These are not old mirrors, but they're poured glass, so they look like old wavy mirrors. I think any woman's favorite will be this medicine cabinet because you can see just about everything to do with your makeup, your hair, whatever you're wearing. Again, another thing that I really like are kind of surprise hidden things. And so there is a little surprise in this bathroom. It's a full-length mirror, so you can do a double check before you leave. So here we have a dressing table by Mattia Bonetti. And well, I had seen an image of this and I absolutely had to have it. And it is the perfect piece here with a beautiful mirror and a bench, a stool by Andre Dubreuil. The cabinetry is all polyform. As I say, I like to take advantage of the height in these apartments so that you don't have to have furniture to put things away. The cabinetry is just beautiful. And so whatever you want to, whatever your wardrobe pleasure is, you can put it away here. All right, as I mentioned, I told you I like hidden things. So there's a bit of a surprise in this cabinet because it is a full walk-in closet. So you can store full wardrobe. The fourth bathroom in the apartment is this all-mirrored bathroom with a barn door shower. So the guest bedroom has built-in cabinetry around the window with a window seat. And what was a Jack and Jill bathroom, but I closed it and made it's an ensuite bathroom for this bedroom. So this is a painting of me by an artist, Australian artist named Sally Ross. And during the pandemic, I received a package and opened it up. To my surprise, she had sent me this portrait. So it has pride of place here in my house. So this little bathroom actually was just a powder room when I bought the apartment. My grandmother in Boston in the 1940s had built a house and used a navy blue vitrolite. I loved that bathroom. So this bathroom is an ode to that one. And when I went to find the bathtub, the owner of the business had this sink on his desk. And I fell in love with this sink immediately. It has this beautiful Moroccan sunburst center with this magnificent pink. We built the bathroom basically around the sink and my grandmother's navy blue vitrolite walls. So we had black glass walls and a beautiful pink sink. So this sculpture is actually a stack of records. The mirror is a classic Michelangelo Pistoletto. He's from the Italian School of Art de Povera, and working with mirrors is, he's famous for. This painting is by Harmony Korine. It's called Klepto Rehab, which I don't know why, but I love the title. And Vans did a shoe edition with this painting on the soles of the shoes, which is kind of fun. The bench was designed by Francis Sultana for me for this location, and he added it to his collection and called it the Shaari bench. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this tour of my apartment. It has been a real pleasure to show you around and as much of a pleasure to live in.